late game. They have the really strong sustain. They have the wall you're talking about with Esmeralda. But Trex, we're walking to Evos Icon taking on Onyx Overlord.
You got me with that one, the hold. You got me with that one, and I like it. So it's game one, and another best of three. Another thing I want to talk about with that Esmeralda, though, right? She's gonna do so well in the late game, especially since Evos Icon decided not to go for, you know, like a DHS build marksman. They put Doma on this Brody, which is more burst damage, not something that's gonna be able to shred down the Esmeralda. So if Onyx Overlord can get Lupi to a place where they need him, it's gonna run so well against Evos Icon.
Yeah, and I really like the Grok pick. You see exactly what Grok just did. One skill one, he makes Boxia, you know, not look like a Boxia anymore with Engage, right? Boxia and Kadita is actually a really good combo as well, because if a single target CC and into Kadita's knockup, into Kadita's a full combo, it can be really good, right? Just really good combo. And then, but just now, Grok canceled it. Oh, here we go. A lot of damage.
Oh boy, he wants to find right here. The Appraisal's Wrath lands down. First blood over to the side of Onyx Overlord.
Wow. Once Fredrin finds you, you really don't get away, huh? That's what it is, you know? When Fredrin is able to land some CC on you and have a, you know, just over and over again refresh on skill, you don't get away from that. You just sit there and you take it. You just keep on getting CC and you don't move until you die. And that's exactly what's just happening. Yeah, you just take it.
Sometimes that's all you can do.
You take it as it is.
You just take it, you know? You take it as it is. You accept it. You accept the wrath of the Appraiser. And boy, right now, going to start moving on to this turtle now. Susujin also trying to maybe fight for this. Assasser sits in the backside, firing off these meteors. Krike going to get involved. Use the Shadow Stampede, but here comes possible take. Susujin still able to steal it. He got stunned up, but he still hits Retro just in time. Boy, goes down. Evos Icon able to bring the snap back. Able to take that turtle there. Oh, in a little bit of trouble here. Wants to try to defend this blue buff, but they will not be able to do that today.
Oh, talking about playing aggressive. Who actually got a blue buff? I think it is Boxing. Look at Pepito though. Able to find one more kill. Yeah, that's really good actually from the side of Evos. I was actually thinking that Box is gonna get it because I see a pretty chaotic execution coming out from Onyx. You know, they were not Onyx Overlord. I want to make it clear, Onyx Overlord, right? They were not poking. Obviously, right now it's kind of hard for them to poke. Having Esmeralda in the side lane is Esmeralda going to do well on her own. The biggest thing about Esmeralda is the character doesn't provide too much early game. You know, you can dance quite often on the enemy team, but you're going to do very to no impact to the entire enemy side. Let alone this Esmeralda wasn't even doing that. You know, it was mainly the rest of the team, the Grok, were trying to harass. That's
strong right onto the jungler of Onyx Overlord, and now boys sitting at 1, 2, and 0. He's already a level behind Susujin here, and that is only going to keep on scaling more and more. It's going to become a problem for Onyx Overlord when they want to fight for these neutral objectives.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, here we go. This might be punished, Trex. Oh, actually,
should be able to get away
he will actually run away. Yeah, here's Pepito. He's very mobile. You know, they're not too much damage right now. Novara hasn't scaled up yet. Novara needs Lightning Truncheon. Needs that Clock of Destiny. Yeah, he just got it. It's 4 minutes. It's actually one of the faster ones. Oh, here we go. Onyx one more time, Trex.
Another fight for the purple buff. Susujin gonna be able to take that away from Boy there. That is huge, and Doma takes out D up in the top side. A little bit of fight continues. Veldora brought down to about half health. Fallen Star Moon does not connect. Veldora able to get the sidestep as the rest of Evos Icon disengage. And that is a play well played. They take the purple buff, and they're going to move on to this turtle now.
Sheesh. Wow. Evos, they put their foot down to the metal, pedal to the metal. Just go full force. Invade after first turtle, invade after the second turtle. I mean, not after the second turtle, before the second turtle. They just invade now on command. You know, a lot of teams actually forget about jungle objective is also objective. Invading buff is one of the most important objectives against a lot of teams, especially when you know you have the aggression, you have the capability to do so. And that's exactly what Evos is doing. Once they have the little lead, they capitalize on it and then continue to expand the lead. Because now, not only do they control the river and anything on the left side of the river, they also control the top right quadrant.
Snip back, Boy though brought very low. Doma picks up the kill, firing off shots from the backside there. Even Loopy on this Esmeralda's forced to run away. Suchijin with the Tortoise Pusins. Gonna try to make another play here. Owen wants to just defend the tower. D's also in the midst of this. Gonna get pulled back with the Shadow Stampede. Stunned down. Pops into Revere's passion, but it's not enough. Krite picks up the kill. And now they're gonna move on to this tier 3 tower.
Boxia. Beautiful synergy from Evos, actually. You know, they're pulling their synergy a lot earlier, a lot better. And one of the reasons why this is so successful is because they have a jungle mid synergy, whereas for the side of Onyx Overlord, they have to skill one more time, and you can do it really fast because they have infinite skill 2s. And Onyx already actually close to 4,000 gold behind. It's Evo's game to lose now.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think about it. All of their eggs were essentially in one basket, and that was the Novaria and D on this Beatrix. Those were their main to breathe, no time to scale. They've missed their mid-game spike, and they're just falling behind more and more. Evos Icon does not want to give this up. Is there an answer for Onyx Overlord here?
I mean, the problem with Pocom is once you're behind, Magic Emblem category. So it's one of the things that right now for Onyx Overlord, they really have to wait until after 60 minutes, not even 12 minutes, maybe even like 18 minutes after Lord fully evolves. So it's really delayed, and then I don't know if Evo's gonna give them the chance, because look at how aggressive they are. They're on every buff. They're invading blue, invading red. They literally have the river objective under control, and then they're expanding that river objective, as I said, into the enemy jungle objectives. And it's such an effective strategy if you play an aggressive palm like Boxia and the Kadita combo.
I mean, they're just choking them out right now. They're cutting each tower, opening up space. Onyx Overlord can barely breathe. Evos Icon trying to make them go night-night right now, and it's becoming a little bit of a problem. At least Loopy, though, you know, doing a little bit of split pushing here, causing some pressure, pulling Veldora away, trying to just, you know, get that chokehold off their neck any little bit they can.
Whew. He's doing his best. His best might not be enough. You know, this is how the world works, kids. Sometimes you do your best.
So sad,
the day. 2 days later, you're on the street away. This quickly become an inspirational speech. But I gotta say, like, it's pretty interesting so far. Onyx they're not going anywhere, right? Like, they're just slowly choking themselves. They're not making any plays. And then I want to see Esmeralda's item. If we're gonna see items right now, I'll be like so grateful, because you're gonna see where Esmeralda is, right? How well it's developed. Has she hit all the 3 core items yet? Get a little bit of tanky, get a little bit of shield, get a little bit of cooldown reduction. Now now look at a core win condition, which is gonna be going back to Suster, right? Suster and D on the snipe combo, on the poke combo. But so far they're not poking effectively. It seems like they're poking on their own, right? Like Cesar has not been using ultimate along with D, and that's something they need to do. They have to poke someone out to make sure they gain the upper hand, especially ideally onto the birdie and the marksman, and go to the next. But now they're poking on their own. So I don't know, like Lord is pushing the Taekwondo tower now, and it does seem like Onyx can stop this.
I mean, they do have some wave clear still. Even though they're far behind, they have some siege protection. They still have the Nubiru's Passion. You have D who can shred things out. And look at Luppy, man, just continuously split pushing. Do you think that's a good play on their part? Like, is that the saving grace here?
It really isn't, because it's not effective. There's nothing there, right? If there's a wave pushing from the bottom lane, good job from Evos Icon, right, for what it did. Speaking of good job, Tracks.
Wait a second, Wild Charge comes in, but the Cult Alt are able to save the day for the side of Evos. They're gonna find Boy and get out of town. Still haven't lost a single member. Onyx Overlord, though, does continue to defend.
Oh, man. I mean, they're defending pretty well, and again, they need to drag the game to 18 minutes. If they drag the game to 18 minutes, when D's item comes online, Blade of Despair, Malefic Roar, you have maybe even Hunter Strike, you got all those kind of items. Maybe, just maybe, they have a chance, right? Because right now we don't know. But once Beatrix comes online, we know he can shred everybody. Even Boxia with the passive cannot stop the DHS damage from D, from someone like Beatrix. right? Because yes, you have the cold order, but if your cold order cannot be wasted on someone who is poked low, not poked dead, right? If I can poke, use very low investment to get a really high return to get your ultimate out, right? That's really good. That's a really good deal. It's kind of like, you know, buying stock in the current market, buying an Nvidia at the beginning of this year, right? You'll be seeing a 3-time return at this point in time now.
I lost out again. You know, I tried my best, but I lost out on a lot of those returns. Now, here we are, though. I do feel like we're getting to a stage of this game where Onic is forcing it to be a little bit slow, which, like you said, is great for them. Wait a second, Sujin gonna come in, the bombs drop on top. Beldor takes out Sasu, though, and Van Strong finds D. 3 members down. Let's make it 4 for the price of 0. That is 1 cheap meal for the side of Evos Icon. Lutty all alone once again. Can he defend this? They don't have the minions to push on his tower, but they don't care. Lutty gonna fall. The wave of minions coming, and this will be.
They're not able to execute the early game. They just worked in unison. You know, you have. The last thing I